So I have a question to ask you. Is there something that you're looking to do right now that you're really hoping to do, looking to achieve, looking to have something, but you feel like you're just not ready? You feel like I'm just not ready to take those steps yet, or I feel like I'm just going to hold off a little bit until I feel a bit more ready. Well, the reality is it's unlikely that you're going to get to that point where you feel like, okay, do you know what? Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. Today, I've woken up feeling like today is the day that I'm going to take action. And when I say, feeling ready, I don't mean, I do understand that there are certain times where you need to wait for a time where you feel ready to take the next step. For example, you've come out of a relationship and you think, okay, I do need a little bit of time, to get back to myself, have a bit of self-love, some healing, whatever it is. Of course, there are times to wait then. Or for example, if you need to prepare, so you need to prepare a speech, you need to prepare a presentation or something like that. But of course that's preparation and you'll feel more ready once you've prepared. But what I'm talking about here is actually feeling ready to step out of your comfort zone and do that thing that scares you. So as I mentioned before, it's unlikely that you're actually going to reach that point where you think, okay, I feel ready now, because the reality is you will start to feel ready once you actually take that step, once you actually do what it is that you're afraid to do. That's when you'll feel ready. And once you've done it, you'll feel ready to do more and more of it in the future. So just to tell you a little bit about my story, so I work with women and I work with women, professional women, and support them in building their confidence and helping to feel a lot better about themselves and help them to reach their goals and do what it is that they're really passionate about and what they want to do and what they love. So I don't have a transformation story about, how I went from zero confidence to, full of confidence. That's not my story, but what I can say is that I'm constantly doing things that scare me. I'm constantly pushing myself out of my comfort zone, pretty much every day, doing things that I'm comfortable with, especially now that I've moved to starting my own business. There's things that I've had to take on which I've never done before. And, so in a way, I can share this experience with other women and help them to do the same. And by doing so and helping women take those small steps, I can see the difference in them, and they can, there's that they start to feel more a sense of confidence and think, hey, I can do this. And a lot of the time they even end up laughing because what they thought was so scary, and they were so scared, they were putting off for so long, they were so scared to do, they actually found out what, they found was actually quite ridiculous, quite silly, because it wasn't actually that bad. So, and the reason, why I've become more confident in myself, more confident in my abilities, is also because of experiences at work in my previous roles. So for one of them being the youngest person in my team, I had to do things that were very scary for me. I had to chair meetings with people who were 10, 15, 20, even 30 years older than I am, and of course I had these thoughts like, why would they take me seriously? I've never done this before. I'm not prepared. I can't do this. Obviously tried talking myself out of it, but I had no choice. And another example was when I had to fill in for a much more senior colleague than me, and had to speak at a national conference in front of over 200 people. Of course, I was not ready for that, and I felt like, I never would have been ready. And if I'd actually waited for the time where I felt ready, I probably would have never done it, because I don't think I ever would have woken up one morning and thought, okay, today's the day I'm ready. But I did it. It wasn't a TED kind of talk. Of course, I was nervous. I had some notes there in front of me to prompt me, because I thought, what if I forget my words and just completely blank out? So I had some notes in front of me, but I did it. And as a result, I thought, wow, okay, that's a milestone done. And now I can do more talks. And as a result, I did more talks after that. So I just feel a bit more confident, to the point where now I feel like, okay, I can do some more. So again, my message to you is, if you're waiting for that time where you'll feel ready, you'll have that time, you'll feel that once you actually just start taking action and you do what it is that you're afraid of. That's when you'll feel ready. Good luck.